Hey guys, so I have a message for the people stepping into their heart energy that have been facing fears and going through the struggle. Yesterday I went to my 9th acupuncturist appointment, and this is when the message came in. So my twin flame said to me telepathically that I recognize, okay, and this is a huge thing for that opposite energy to recognize. I recognize all the challenges you've been going through, and I see the burdens that you hold, and I'm going to get the acupuncturist to give you a head massage. So, just to help relieve some of those burdens. So, I've been to this acupuncturist for like 8 times, never got a head massage. You just do an acupuncture. Let me tell you, at the end of this appointment, what happens? A 10-minute head massage from the acupuncturist. So this is what happens to me all the time, my little confirmation to know when I'm getting messages. So the spirit message for this is to the feminines, from those opposite energies. I see you. I see all of the work that you've put in. I understand, and I want to give back now. So they're wanting to start to do their work, which is such a huge turning point on the planet. And so it gives us a lot of hope that all the fears we're facing is shifting the energy on the planet. So keep doing your work. And I know it's challenging, but it's all good vibes now. We're going uphill now. We're at the peak, and now it's going to be a little bit smoother, just keeping that high vibe energy. Don't let the knowledge, we get a lot of information coming in. Don't let it weigh you down. We are shifting the energy. It's a win. So this ties into some other things that I've been getting lately, and it's about having an understanding approach. As visionaries, we know that, we've called out a lot of stuff because Spirit has shown us agendas and ulterior motives and, the things behind what's being said. And one of them is the transhumanism agenda. And why is this happening? Well, it all comes down to fear, right? It's a deeper state of slavery. And when you have people enslaved, you have power and control over them. Okay, why do people want power and control? It's because they live in a state of fear, right? They live in that lizard brain, that old cycle, the masculine energy that hasn't opened up to their divinity, to that heart energy. They keep creating cycles over and over and over, right? They're not creative, right? They're on a program. And that program is controlled by energies beyond this realm that basically want us to kill the planet off so they can take over. So back to the fear and the transhumanism agenda, a deeper state of control. Why? It's because they're worried about our resources. They've got all this money, they want to enjoy the planet. Who wouldn't? Could you imagine you've got all this money and now you've got too many people on a planet for the amount of resources, and we're just using and abusing everything, okay? Well, we all know that. There's an issue. How do we get to a point, where, from those elites' perspective, that's the way to go, okay? And if you were in that mindset, that's the way to go. There's a lot of manipulators and narcissists out there. They want to get what they need, okay? No judgment here. Let's think about it. If that's the only way that's what you're gonna do, okay? Because as a humanity in that mindset does what they can to stay alive, okay? Now we're stepping into another consciousness, okay? And this is people that live from their heart space. They're more spiritual beings. They're considered more of a feminine energy. They're more receptive. Well, they have a new message, okay? And we've had these people on the planet since the beginning. You know, one of the greatest healers that we know, Jesus, I think Muhammad, people like this, they were sharing with us knowledge on how to make the shift. But it wasn't the time. There wasn't enough people. Now we're having mass awakenings on the planet. Mass awakenings of people starting to get into meditation, consciousness, into living a more balanced approach. They're starting to do yoga, you know, eat healthier, take care of themselves. This is huge, okay? But then there's also, in all of that, there's people that have awoken their psychic abilities. These are the prophets, the channels, the healers, the people that are getting the message. Okay, we are all channels, but once you awaken, you start to see it. You become conscious of it. And so now we've got these people that are sharing a new way. Okay, they're scared though. They're scared just like those elite people and those narcissists and those manipulators. They're scared. They're the feminines, okay? And what's happened to them over many, many lifetimes is they've been killed. Okay? But now they're also afraid for something else. Okay? Because they see what's going to happen. I don't know, I've been channeling it since 2013. But it keeps getting clearer. You know, I had the outline. Now I'm getting all the little details. The more I heal, and this is what happens to everyone. This is for everyone because we're all interconnected. We just haven't become aware of it yet. So as we heal and we move past our fears, you know, push past our fears, and we don't feed that low vibe energy, we find a new way, we become conscious and incorporate spirit, that heart energy, we start to recognize things from a bird's eye view. We have a higher perspective. So anybody that's dealt with a narcissistic manipulator knows that there's always an agenda, okay? And you might get love bombed and feel really good in the beginning, but their agenda is to feed off of you. They don't care what happens to you. They want to get their fix, you know? Because anybody that hasn't done the inner work, whether you're masculine or feminine, is always looking outside of themselves, right? To feel good. That's why we've got an issue with resources. We've overused and abused everything because we've been looking for something to fulfill us. But this is where we find what fulfills us. It's on the inside. It's a little gift from spirit, but we got to unlock it. The first way we unlock it is facing fears. Everything you want is beyond your fears. When we start to face those fears, we start to put our energy into a higher vibrational energy. We start to create a new reality. We all have this power. We all have these gifts. We all have our own unique gifts to help heal the planet, you know? And all of these issues with resources will be solved once we all start to tap into it. And we let go of the worry of money, you know? We are always provided for. I know on my own journey, I've had to let go of a lot of things, and I've always been provided for. And oftentimes when I let go of a fear, even more so provided for. So the more you step into your purpose, the more support you get on your journey. Yeah, it's not easy. It's painful. Awareness comes with it. You see more than you've seen before. And it's like living in hell on earth. It's a nightmare. You realize we've been creating hell, and it's getting worse. And it really is. Because those people supporting that narcissistic agenda are never taken care of. They might make you think you are, but in the end, you'll be gone. Because the intention's behind it. And that's where, as a healer, we can help you get to that space where you recognize what you're feeding. Recognize your areas that you need to heal so you can step into that high vibrational space. Because that's the only way to create the new earth, to create heaven on earth, to create a new way of being. So I really hope that as a collective, we start to go within. We really start to find what it is that we're here for, that makes us special, and start to live it. Because we're all in this together. And it's time we support one another, and we love one another, and we care for one another, just like ourselves. Because we can make this work together. And the more that we heal, the more psychic we all become, have a higher perspective, and we see how everything fits together. But it's up to every single one of us to take on that challenge and face our fears. You guys got this. We're all in this together. Happy healing.